Hi kids, welcome to DixysStorytimeWorld. Get ready for another magical adventure with Cookie, Candi and Coco, the Birthday Triplets, written by Lynn Tooman and illustrated by Lynn Tooman. Remember, you can get your copy of this book by checking the links in the description at the bottom of this video. Now, today we're heading to Granny Rosie's incredible adventure factory, where a thrilling pony race adventure is about to begin. Will Candi choose to win the race? Or will she stop to help the mischievous Meanie Max when he gets into trouble? And who is the mysterious birthday person waiting at the end of today's adventure? Grab your imagination, saddle up, and let's find out together. Don't forget to ask a grown-up to help you join us on the YouTube Kids app, where you can discover even more wonderful read-aloud stories and magical adventures made just for you. Now, let's open the book and begin our Birthday Triplets adventure. Wake up, Birthday Triplets! The cuckoo bird sings in Granny Rosie's house, filled with magical things. It's time to make beds. Zoom down the slide. To breakfast, to Granny, to Lulu Puff outside. On a cloud of whipped cream, they fly unafraid to Granny Rosie's factory where adventures are made. They sing, I'm Cookie, I'm Candi, Coco, that's me. We're magical when we touch hands as three. We're the Birthday Triplets! Hip hip hooray! We wonder who is having a birthday today. Granny opens the door with her magical key. The girls are excited at all that they see. A castle, a dinosaur, a fun Halloween, a room filled with lands from Granny's magic machine. Which one do we choose? Candi says. Let's decide. What adventure, asks Coco, has a birthday inside? Is it my birthday? Shrieks a witch on her broom. Her cat hisses, No, you just want a balloon. Is it my birthday? Shouts a pirate at sea. No, squawks his parrot. How silly can you be? Shh, Cookie whispers, pointing up high. Inside that adventure, I hear someone cry. Up, Granny floats with her magic balloon. It's a pony race, and it's starting quite soon. Hugging Granny goodbye, they shout, Let's go! Dancing round the adventure, and it starts to grow. And bigger, as faster they spin. In a shower of sparkles, the triplets dance in. A boy knocks at the door. You don't want to be late. Saddle your ponies and meet at the gate. Ponies? What ponies? But what they don't know, a surprise waits in the stable below. From lands near and far, riders gather in place. Even the princess joins in on the race. But who's having a birthday? Coco looks left, then right. The mystery must be solved before we fly home tonight. Oh no! Someone shouts as a pony in black shoves to the front a boy crouched on its back. It's Meanie Max on Mosquito. The horrid cowhand is the meanest mean boy in all of the land. He snickers at Candi, who waits next in line. I'm Cowboy Max, and that trophy is mine. That trophy, says Candi, belongs on my shelf. If I ride the fastest, I'll win it myself. Meanie Max laughs. Is that what you think? You win this race? A girl dressed in pink? I'm a cowboy from the wild, wild west. I'm going to win because I am the best. Just then booms a voice. Get ready, set, run! Meanie Max tells Mosquito, "Now let's have some fun." With thundering hooves, ponies gain speed. Candi and Meanie Max tie for the lead. He whoops and hollers as his pony speeds past. "Bye-bye, Candi Birthday, you're going to be last." These magic seeds will do the trick. Whoosh! Giant daisies pop up, mighty thick, higher and higher, almost touching the sky. "I quit!" yells a rider. "We'll never get by." "Wait! Don't give up," Coco says. "That's easy to do. Being our best means we'll find a way through." She blows a whistle. "This way! Follow me! Let's make a path for our ponies to see." Instead, their dog, Chocolate Pudding, follows her nose, sniffing the branches where the pink flowers grow. There, in the shadows, eyes black as night, stands a lost little foal, shivering with fright. Cookie says, "No one should ever be lost or alone. Chocolate Pudding will lead us right back to your home." But when joining the riders at West River Ridge, Cookie sees Meanie Max approaching the bridge. "I'm a cowboy from the wild, wild west. I'm going to win because I am the best." The boy empties his pouch of thunder and rain. "No one can stop my surprise hurricane." It rains and it rains and it rains more and more. The bridge that was there is not there anymore. Her pony splashes to a halt. Cookie let out a scream. "I want to go home. We can't cross this big stream." But since Cookie saved their foal when crying and lost, the herd holds the bridge so the riders can cross. There he is, straight ahead. Candi gains in pursuit. Meanie Max grabs a lasso. He hides in his boot. He speeds past an orchard. Those apples look yummy. A pony can't run if it fills up its tummy." But when he pulls on his lasso, it will not break free. Meanie Max flies through the air and lands in a tree. At last, Meanie Max has run out of luck. High on a tree branch, he hollers, "I'm stuck!" He yanks on the lasso, but the more that it squirms to the birds flying by, it looks just like a worm. The bird snatches lasso, and not only that, one bites his nose and flies off with his hat. Candi races to the front, the warm wind on her face. "I'm going to win the Playhouse Pony Race." "Please come back," Candi hears, but the riders zoom past. "If I help Meanie Max, then I'm going to be last." "Go, Candi, go! You're almost there. He was mean to us all. Why should you care?" Deep in her heart, Candi knows what to do. When someone is mean, I don't have to be too. She climbs up the tree and grabs the boy's hand. Meanie Max shakes his head. "I don't understand. You are helping me after all that I've done?" "Why did you stop, Candi? You could have won." She says, "Hearing you cry way up in the tree, how would I feel if it happened to me?" Meanie Max sniffles. Tears splash on his boot. "I'm sorry I acted like a nasty old coot. I'm not really a cowboy, not really the best. You girls don't like me, just like the rest." Cookie says softly, "I think you will find people will like you if you try to be kind." "It's my birthday," he whispers, "and now I know why no one came to my party," he says with a sigh. The girls stare at the cowboy. "What did you say? It's you who's having a birthday today? That's why we came here. We have a surprise." "No peeking," says Coco. "Now please close your eyes." The triplets hold hands and dance in a ring. Round and round in a circle, they start to sing. "I'm Cookie, I'm Candi, Coco, that's me. We're magical sisters when dancing is three. The birthday triplets, hip hip hooray. Let's celebrate Mac's birthday today." faster they spin. Shiny stars fill the air. And when they stop dancing, something magic is there. It's my own birthday party, the Wild Wild West. Thank you, birthday triplets. You three are the best. Suddenly, from the sky, down swoops a pheasant, clutching an egg. Inside is a present from Granny Rosie's magic machines. A new hat for Max, who is no longer mean. The party is over, but the presents aren't done. The princess brings over the trophy she's won. Candi, I'm giving this trophy to you. You stopped to help Max, and we should have too. The girls wave goodbye. We'll be back again soon. In Granny's cloud, Lulupuff, they sail past the moon. They ride up the stairs on a magical chair, splash in their bubble bath, and say their night prayer. Thank you for the morning's light, for rest and shelter of the night, for health, for food, for love, for friends, for all the gifts your goodness sends. Granny tucks them into their soft dancing beds. You were kind and forgiving. I'm so proud, she says. Granny gives each a kiss as she turns off the light. Sweet dreams, birthday triplets. I love you. Good night. The end. Thank you, kids, for listening.